I started recording. Did
I
you
did
start
too.
recording?
I figured
You have a story for me.
in a world full of disaster and bigots and rude people and homophobes and high gas prices and unnecessary wars and terrible leadership.
Oh, yep, we're going back.
And the list goes on.
You really had a concave curve of like priority. You're like disasters and bigots, and I'm like, oh yeah, and you're like, and homophobes, and I'm like, okay, and you're like, bad gas prices, and I'm like, oh, this is lower priority, but okay.
Not wrong, I guess.
I'm still with you.
And then back up, bad
going.
leadership. One of the movies we're going to talk about, I've seen a lot of people online totally miss the point and show their true colors in terms of how they view women. And
you're talking, of course, about He-Man.
Yeah, of course.
The movie about women.
The movie about women. I had an interaction with two people that happened like organically.
Were they he and... Okay, sorry, I'm done.
that happened organically. And it led to like a really beautiful moment, so I wanted to share that story. I was selling something on
That's
Facebook
great.
Marketplace, as one does, and nice cup. And the person who bought it, he and his boyfriend showed up to get it because obviously with like Facebook Marketplace meetups, you always use the buddy system. And so what I was selling was a piece of camera gear, and this person was interested in like doing videography and getting started in videography. And so when I told them about my experience, they started asking me some questions, and I started like kind of sharing that information. But then the subject shifted because I was like, I don't really do it as much anymore, but I would love to film my D&D games. Just kind of like said that. And as soon as I said D&D,
you want to film them?
Both of these people, their eyes lit up, and they were like, "You play D&D?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yep.
No, I was like, I'm a DM right now. And they were like, "We're playing our first game tomorrow or on Sunday."
Whoa, there it is.
And so we started chatting some more, and they were asking me questions about their classes, and they were like, "What do you think we should do with this?" And I was like, "I'll give you guys like all of this information." For like what was supposed to be like a 5-second exchange of like, "Here's the item, now Venmo me," turned into like a whole 10-minute conversation. All of this to be said, Kevin, I have been invited to join their D&D campaign.
Wow, you don't have time. I'm going to tell you right now.
I don't.
You don't. And you politely refuse, but
I gave him my personal number and was like, "Hey, anytime you have like a question about any of this stuff, like, like reach out if you want to." And he texted me the other day and he was like, "Hey, do you want to join our campaign? I told everybody about you and they want you to join."
The answer's no. You tell them to listen to your podcast where sometimes we'll talk about D&D.
So I'm quitting the podcast to go join this D&D game.
Well, that's fucking it, guys.
I'm obsessed.
It's been a nice run. Let me just eat popcorn out of my He-Man bucket of sadness now. Look at this bucket.
That's nice. Is that a Regal?
Yeah, fucking sick.
Did you
here.
see?
It's got comic books on the inside.
That's actually dope because did you see
I still have popcorn in it.
Did you see what the Supergirl popcorn Lobo bucket is?
No.
It's him on a motorcycle, and people are pissed because it doesn't even fit a full scoop of popcorn in it. It's not even like a small popcorn.
It's annoying.
It's less than a small popcorn. That's
they
how much
better
is
give
in
you
it.
a bucket on the side for that.
Or put it on top of a bucket.
What if his motorcycle is the scoop?
Like you take off the back and that's where the popcorn sits.
Oh, and it doesn't even fit a scoop.
It's like in his motorcycle like butt.
Sponsored by GLP-1.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. You ready to talk about stuff?
I'm ready to talk about stuff and things and stuff.
That's great. I'm just gonna eat out of my fucking He-Man
Isn't that
popcorn.
like a day-old popcorn? Like 2 day
no,
old?
it's like at least 2.
That's awful.
No, it's been in the bucket. I've had the lid on it the whole time.
That's awful.
Listen, man. I got to prepare for the world to be like Fallout. Did you hear what you said at the beginning of this? There's disaster. That's the first thing coming. and bad leadership. And that's the Fallout world. You basically described Fallout Season 3. We're headed there.
I can't wait. Real life.
Me neither. Let's go now. You ready to clap?
You gotta put your popcorn down.
I said, are you ready to clap?
I'm ready to clap.
3, 2, 1. On time, every time. Welcome back to another episode of the UnPop Podcast. I'm your host, Capitan and Papi Todo Siempre, Kevin Miner. Him with me as always is.
I have the power. You have the power. We all have the power. I am your chef, Odie Matthews. They.
They. He, man.
They. He, they, them.
I want you to know I've also brought, it's 5 grams of sugar. It's a.
Is that Poppy?
This is it's Poppy. Poppy has made a Pride beverage. This is for you. It says, let's be friends on the back.
Oh, we're not friends yet?
Not. We are now.
Oh, finally.
Congrats.
Forever.
It took a prebiotic punch for us to be friends, and here we are. It's got a rainbow heart on it just for you.
Incredible.
My favorite, they, he.
You know what else is incredible, Kevin?
What else is incredible?
I actually like
news?
I like a lot of the news we're going to talk about. I'm not saying all of it's good news, but I like that we get to talk about it.
Let's do the news.
Yeah, baby. It's the UnPop News coming at you fresh and hot from the command deck of the SS Marlon Brando. Let's see what this week had in store.
All right, let's do it.
I love that nobody knows that in that awkward, like when the music starts for the news bit, I just sit here for about 5 to 8 seconds and stare at you as neither of us move. We just like freeze in place.
Sometimes I do it right away because I have a sense of urgency about me. Other times I just stand there and stare at you.
But I do this. I stare right back and don't move.
I know. It's great. This is a great bit. Every once in a while, we just sometimes I just want to see how long
it's a bit that nobody knows about, though, because it's the visual part that they can't see.
I have to edit it out. Sometimes it's like a minute. We can't do that. Like a minute of dead air after the news bumper? No. That's bad podcastmanship. What's in the news?
All right. Do you want to start with, like, the bad news that's going to be fun to talk about because we get to shit on people? Or do you want to start with the good news that's actually good?
I already said yes.
Okay.
I am decisive in nature, if nothing else.
Okay. So.
No, wait. Hold on. I can't decide now.
Okay. I'll wait.
All right. No, go ahead.
Are you a fan of God of War?
Sure.
Yeah, I've never played any of the games.
Actually, no, hold on. This only works if I say, yeah, I'm the biggest God of War fan ever. I love Kratos, and he kills all the gods and becomes the god of war, and war is the only constant, and then he's the god of the Warhammer 40,000 universe because that's where war is the only constant. Go on.
I love that. All I know about Kratos is he kills all the gods, he has a son, and his wife died? That's not a question.
That's
his wife
game one. That's game one, man.
Hell, yes.
There's a lot more after that. There's a second game with a really annoying puzzle in the middle of it that's like harder than the rest of the game for no reason. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
I will just watch the Amazon show and learn everything I need to there.
Actually, you won't because you'll only be watching the Norse version of it, which is the most up-to-date version. Anyway, keep going.
So
apparently I am a God of War fan.
Apparently you are because you know a lot more than I do.
I know some shit, man.
So God of War released a trailer, or 20 minutes worth of their new God of War, and I think I'm pronouncing this right, Laufey? It's a game.
Laufey.
This game, for those that don't know, is about Kratos' wife after she dies and her journey in the afterlife with a cube voiced by Jack Quaid as she then battles different gods in the afterlife to get to like her resting place.
Why does it have to be Jack Quaid?
Because I like that that's the problem you have with this, which is going to be drastically different. You have the opposite problem than what we're about to talk about.
Everything else is fine. Why is Jack Quaid in this?
Because everybody loves Jack Quaid. He's bloody
I guess. Like, why do I want Invincible to be in the God of War universe?
Well, Invincible's voiced by Steven Yeun, so...
Sorry, not Invincible. Why do I want...
Huey from The Boys.
Yes, and...
Star Trek Lower Decks.
Yeah. There it is.
I got you, bro. That's what I'm here for.
It's a cartoon. I knew it was a cartoon.
It's a cartoon. I knew what you were going with.
Boimler. Why do I want Boimler? I think
he's playing a cube named, like, Cube or something.
Whatever.
Didn't look too much into it because I'm not a God of War fan, and I'm not going to play this regardless because I don't...
Well, I am, so...
Well, that's great. Maybe I'll do, like, a God of War marathon or something. I don't know. But anyways, the discourse about this, diehard God of War fans are mad for 2 reasons, Kevin. One, because you're playing as a woman and not Kratos, not a big, burly, strong
This is very predictable,
man with nice hands who can grip you,
predictable
hold you
thing
tight,
to be mad about,
and a big beard that's scruffy up against you and his big chest and muscles. And then two, she's not pretty enough.
All right. I got a message for all the gamer dudes who are getting mad about women and them not being pretty enough and having to play as a woman in a video game, and how you'd much prefer a big, gruff man with his big, strong man voice who you can fantasize about. All of you incels, I have good news. It's Pride Month, and you can come out whenever you want, and there will be a wonderful community waiting outside of your stinky, hot Cheeto domicile to welcome you. They might not have all of the energy drinks that you're used to, but they have this delicious fruit punch.
The rainbow poppy.
They have a rainbow poppy for you. And maybe if you just kind of like let yourself free a little bit, you'll calm the fuck down and realize it's not that fucking important, guys.
Well,
calm down.
Like,
it's fine. Be a woman in a video game. It's cool. They have cooler character designs anyway.
I think
they look more sleek. Remember in Destiny we would pick female characters because they looked more sleek?
Oh yeah, my warlocks were always women.
Always. Because they look dope as fuck. And then when you put them in the guy, it's like boxy. They were like, it didn't look good.
I always play as a woman when I play Baldur's Gate.
Look, we're too far into like the 2020s for this to count as news anymore. Like, this is old news.
This isn't
right. Like, anytime this pops up, I want to be like, this is 2015, guys. This isn't
a news article that I found.
Still.
I saw a lot of people talking about this, and I wanted to include it because I wanted to shit on it with you, which we just did.
Oh, you just saw the discourse?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about it because I thought it was funny. I think it's stupid.
Well, it's not even. Yeah, it's fatuous. It's vague and makes very little sense and doesn't have a lot to do with reality.
Well, and then there's a part 2 to this, Kevin, that I just found out about 30 minutes before recording with you.
Oh, hit me.
The same people who were upset about the God of War.
These people right here? I'm pointing to them.
You're pointing at? Yeah, those people that were mad that Kratos' wife wasn't pretty enough.
Yeah.
Are now saying that a character in another game whose the name of the game I can't remember. It's not a big franchise, or maybe it is. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Point is, there's a new girl character that got released today, and she looks like she's maybe like 14.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that
and
looks bad.
all these guys that were mad about how she's not pretty enough were like, well, this is what a real woman looks like, and she looks like a child.
What?
And then their defense is that, well, this is how Eastern Asian people age, so she could be like 30. And it's like, but that's not what you said.
These are the same dudes who will watch a show and be like, it's okay, she's a 1,000-year-old elf. And you're like, she looks 12, man.
She was frozen at 12. It's like Twilight.
It's okay, she's a 12. Yeah, she was frozen at 12, so she's actually 1,000. No, she's 12.
She's still
12. Yeah,
she's still 12.
Sorry. That's not how that works.
You want some kick-ass
I don't
news?
say this often, but
go ahead.
We need to bring back To Catch a Predator.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the guillotine. But yeah, that too.
No.
Both.
No.
Combine
To Catch a Predator first.
And then the guillotine comes after. It's in the same show.
I'm not going to condemn anybody to death particularly, but if they start doing it on the show, I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it. You know what I mean?
If it's there and it's put together.
If it's there. Anyway, incels.
Shut up.
Go touch, as we proverbially say it these days, go touch some fucking grass and join Pride Month. Come out of the closet, guys. Come on.
Get a poppy.
You're clearly all about the male gaze because you're gazing at men and going, this is what I want in my games.
Do you want some kick-ass news based on a game?
Sure.
Devil May Cry got renewed for a 3rd and final season over at Netflix.
We love that. Season 2 was very good.
I'm about halfway through Season 2 because I didn't realize it even came out. So I'm catching up, and it's awesome.
It's everything we needed it to be.
Dude, I love Devil May Cry. That is one of the better, not the better, that's saying that all the other jams are bad. That's not what I meant to say. That is one of my favorite jams that you've suggested to me that I've tried out and liked. That's the way I want to say that. Yeah, I think Season 1 and Season 2 so far have been really stellar. And I think knowing when to end it, I think 3 seasons of something like this is probably pretty good.
They give you everything, and it's front-loaded with irreverent comedy and nonstop pop culture references that, like, mostly millennials will get, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it starts. It's front-loaded with that. And then that's punctuated by real drama, real stakes, real death, which is like cool. Like so the balance therein of these little moments where you're like, oh no, but this is actually serious. They're gonna kill those little demon immigrant family.
Yeah, it's
like
it's brutal.
Like oh, this was about racism. Like you're like,
oh no,
yeah, you're
no
like,
way.
You're like, I thought we were just eating pizza with Dante and shooting bullets at demons, but no, it turns out there's something real.
It's about racism and religion. It's crazy.
Yep. Yep. Anyway,
and speaking of Netflix, a movie that I quite enjoyed.
Okay.
Oh my God, what's it called? Oh, War Machine with Alan Ritchson is getting a sequel.
You texted me that. I know you're very excited.
Okay, because
even though Alan Ritchson has aged like 10 years in 3 years, and it's very obviously because of steroids, but okay, keep going.
I mean, that's what digital de-aging's for.
That's what happens when you do a lot of steroids, is you age 10 years in 3 years.
Well, when you're getting paid like $5 million an episode to play Reacher, I would take steroids and age 10 years too.
Okay, fair.
I mean, because that's
I'm not going to stop you.
How much?
I'm not going to yuck your yum, Odie.
I wonder
Odie,
how. I bet he probably
you take all the steroids you want, buddy.
He's probably made like $50 million from Reacher.
I hope you take every steroid and get paid millions for it.
I will only take them until I get paid the millions. Then I'll immediately stop and take the money. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, all right.
It'll be small Reacher next.
Odie, you're huge.
For now.
All right.
About to pull a plug and deflate like a balloon. The first War Machine, I think, is really cool because it's like Predator. I don't know if you've gotten around to seeing it. I still think it's worth watching. I think the way it plays out with this machine and the fact that they have no weapons at all. It's not even like Predator in the sense of having like M16s or anything. It's all what can they find, what can they use. And
cool.
That's how, small spoiler, they find the weakness. What's the weakness?
Well, you got to find the weakness. It's a boss battle.
And so I think moving into the sequel, it's going to be like Earth's war with these machines. And I love a good, dumb action alien invasion movie where things are stupid and it has some bad effects. So I love this because it's going to be bad. And it's going to be a Magnum Opus special. I can guarantee it.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking forward to it. I didn't watch the original. That came out when I was in the middle of being busy. I gotta play catch up on shit, so maybe at some point I'll watch it. I like Alan Ritchson. I think he's a great action hero.
Yeah.
I think he needs to be in more stuff. I definitely I was talking with some people today, and I was like, we were talking about people for Warhammer, and I was like, Alan fucking Ritchson needs to be in Warhammer like yesterday. That project needs to get going so we can get these guys in it before he ages another 10 years. From doing all the steroids
and put a mask on him,
make
him an orc.
Before it's like 3 years from now, and he's doing Old Man Reacher. We need Old Man Reacher sounds disgusting. By the way,
yeah, that sounds.
I don't know. Oh, those are words that should not. Don't make that the title, guys.
Don't put that
Please
on a poster.
Don't. Yeah, don't do that. Old Man Reacher.
I've liked Alan Ritchson since Blue Mountain State, and he just signed a pretty big deal.
Yeah, he was Thor on that, right?
Yeah, he was the linebacker Thad Castle.
Thad
Castle.
Thor. Sorry, my bad.
I think I know he signed a deal with a studio for like a lot of money for like another TV project, which I'm like, good, that's awesome because he really wasn't in the spotlight until Reacher, and he's been acting for a while. He's been in tons of stuff. So
yeah,
I'm really happy for that.
Yep.
Something else I think we're both happy about.
Moving on.
How to Rob a Bank, the trailer.
Oh yeah, I'm super pumped. Talk about it.
Okay, well, it's got, what's his name? Lex Luthor.
Nicholas Hoult.
It's directed by, sorry, I thought I had this up, but I closed it out. David Leitch, who did Bullet Train, Atomic Blonde, Fall Guy, all of Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, Deadpool 2.
David Leitch.
Huh?
David Leitch.
Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff, but this has also got Zoe Kravitz. It's got Pete Davidson, John C. Reilly's in this.
Nicholas Hoult.
Tati Gabrielle, who was in...
we love Tati Gabrielle.
Mortal Kombat 2 is Jade. That's right.
She was Jade. She's also... she did the mocap for an upcoming video game where she is like the main character. We love Tati Gabrielle, but Nicholas Hoult is there.
He looks good in this too. So this...
I mean, honestly, more Nicholas Hoult, please. I know we say less of certain celebrities, and we'll probably get into that when we talk about Obsession, but more Nicholas Hoult for sure. I'll take more Tati Gabrielle.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me move through the Chipotle line of celebrities that I'd like to see more of.
Okay.
Yes. Hi. Hi. Do you have everybody from Obsession on the menu? Oh
Yeah.
no, you're out because they're busy now. Oh fuck. All right. Well then, Nicholas Hoult and Tati Gabrielle, please.
For honestly, I think that
Hold the ScarJo.
No ScarJo. Hold the ScarJo and
No ScarJo.
and I
I
don't
never
want
wanted any
Chris Pratt.
ScarJo. You guys always offer ScarJo. I don't want it.
Take that scoop of Chris
I've
Pratt
had
and just put it in the
enough
trash.
ScarJo. I've got some sitting in my fridge from the
It's
last
moldy.
time I had ScarJo.
It's called Jurassic
bad
World.
now. It's right next to my copy of Old Man Reacher.
Oh God. I think the pairing of John C. Reilly with Zoe Kravitz in this is also good. A cop and like another generic I created a thing that can track anybody person.
I agree.
But this whole premise of bank robbers putting their stuff on social media, like, yeah, why not?
I actually love that.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
That to me is the thing that will make it feel original and fun.
Agree.
You know?
And I like this director a lot. I think he does fun stuff. I'm a big fan of Bullet Train. He
agree.
also was one of the John Wick people back on the very first one. So I think we're in good hands on that.
Bullet Train was really entertaining. If nothing else,
It's
Bullet
fun.
Train was really it was really good. I don't know that I would call it a great movie, but it was good. However, Furious was
Hobbs
great.
and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw was great. Wait, no.
I was going to say, you just said a Fast and Furious movie was great.
You know what?
I have that on record.
Keep it. He's a great director.
Yeah,
period.
Atomic Blonde is pretty good.
So, yeah.
Atomic
Blonde is good. I think had Atomic Blonde come out and John Wick didn't already exist, Atomic Blonde would have set the standard.
Oh, absolutely.
You
I
know
think
what I
people
mean?
just looked at it and went,
It was a
this
good
is
movie.
Girl John Wick.
Well, they released it and they were like, it's Girl John Wick. And it's like, well, now we can't watch it without the lens of, is this as good as John Wick?
Exactly.
So if you made it different, you failed. And if you made it exactly the same, all the guys who need to go out to Pride Parade this month are going to be really mad about it.
Well, it's like Ballerina, the John Wick spinoff. It's the same problem. Everyone was like, this is not John. And it's like, well, yeah, but speaking of...
that's my new favorite thing is that incels... Hey, incels, you can come out of the closet whenever you want,
Pride
guys.
Month.
It's fine. Go to Pride Month. Good news.
And the final bit of good news I have... Well, it's not good news.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. I think it's...
What?
Hold on. I'm trying to think about... I think it's good news. It's just...
In a world full of disaster.
I think it's good news because of what it says about theater. Movie theater, speaks.
Go on.
Not your theater, Kevin.
Not my theater.
Not your theater.
Not my theater.
Earlier last week, AMC opened up pre-sale access for The Odyssey with Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Not only did it crash the AMC website and app, but there was wait times that were over 3 hours long to get in to try to get tickets for The Odyssey.
And this is specifically because Christopher Nolan has gone on record saying it's going to be like Titanic, but with booze and hookers.
I think you misheard Odysseus and hookers. You missed the no booze. It's Tom Holland's Matt Damon adventure. Look, is it good news that AMC's website crashed? Like, no, because I was trying to see a movie that day and I couldn't. But
yeah, that sucks.
What that does say is that people are still interested in epics.
Yes. Well, and here, to add on to that news, first off, I think that's great. Second off, fuck all the scalpers that are reselling their tickets for like hundreds of dollars. I don't care. I'm not going to go see it opening weekend. I'm just not. I will skip and wait till I can get a fucking ticket for it, and I will be just fine. But
I'm going opening weekend.
The thing that I'll add, I'm not going opening weekend. Do we have to?
I mean, I'm going to try to get a ticket. I'm going to IMAX for sure.
I want to go the second week. Because then I won't have to. Why?
Because I think there's another big movie out.
What movie? Okay, fine.
When you continue talking, I'll look up the movies.
Anyway, I went and we're going to talk about Obsession in a bit. The theater was packed for Obsession.
Oh, all of my theaters are sold out.
Not only that, He-Man was like half full. Like the theater was half full. So I do think that there is a crowd of people that are returning to theaters and skipping the whole like stream it at home thing and actually really enjoying the experience. And I've loved that. It's been really nice. I Love Boosters had a huge showing, and this was before opening night. It was a Thursday night. It was the most packed Thursday night showing I've seen in a long time. So yeah, good news for theaters. What?
So,
are you choking? Are you okay?
This is just really funny, and what a coincidence.
Tap the camera twice if you're okay.
I'm okay.
All right, good.
So The Odyssey comes out July 17th.
Yep.
On July 24th, a movie called Motor City starring Alan Ritchson comes out.
Motor City?
It's just funny that we were just talking about
Detroit?
him. I think so.
That's Detroit.
If you don't get to it the opening weekend, we can definitely do the next weekend. I will be trying to see it opening weekend because
When does it come out? July 5th?
July 17th.
Oh, July 7th. Okay.
That's
fine.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I have been really loving IMAX. I think if you get a chance to see movies in IMAX, you should. I think if you're interested in He-Man, which we're going to talk about briefly.
Go see it on IMAX.
And most briefly in terms of we're about to talk about it, and we're not going to talk about it very long. IMAX is the way to go. I saw it twice in IMAX because I was like, why the fuck not? I get free IMAX tickets.
Why not?
And I had nothing to do. My husband was playing video games, and I was like, I'm going to go see He-Man again. And you know what?
Yep.
Just as good the second time.
Hell yeah.
Movies of the week?
Oh, that was the end of the. I thought you had more.
Nope. I'm done.
All right, yeah. Odie Matthews at the movies.
Odie Matthews at the movies.
All right, so let's talk about He-Man right away. Garbage, bad, fun, good or great. Just get it out there. We saw He-Man, Masters of the Universe. What do you think? Odie, you saw it twice.
I think it's great.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's good.
I came around.
I would put it just above fun.
I would put it on just above the good line, as close to the line as you can get, but just above enough to be considered great.
If the dialogue felt less like someone was trying to do a Guardians of the Galaxy thing, I think I would have liked it more.
That and a couple other things I had problems with, but
yeah,
my problems with the movie did not outweigh how much I loved every second of it, which
I love the action scenes.
Puts it just above great for me.
Yeah, there's some stuff that I love very specifically. I'm probably going to let you cover the majority of this, but brief plot, if you've never seen He-Man from the 1980s, or you've never seen He-Man from the early 2000s, or you've never seen He-Man from the mid-20 teens, or you've never seen, I said the 1980s, or if you've never seen He-Man from the current, that too, from the current decade, or if you've never read any of the He-Man comics, or if you've never played with any of the He-Man toys, or if you've never seen the memes of He-Man singing that song "What's Going On" by Four Non Blondes,
She-Ra,
or if you've never watched She-Ra, if you've never engaged with any of that stuff,
you've never seen the Skeletor memes.
It's about a man, well, really a boy, and his name's Adam. And when oh boy, does this boy want a sword? And when he gets that sword, he becomes a man, but not just any man. He becomes a He-Man, which is a double pronoun. And he's he's double pronouned up, and let me tell you, he's probably on roids, so he's going to age really poorly. But he's got this sword, or maybe it's just the sword. Is the sword steroids? Is this an allegory for steroids?
Yeah, I think so.
I just gotta get that. I just gotta get that sword, man. But he becomes He-Man, and then he fights Skeletor. Yes, I know, nail on the head. And this movie is about Adam. We're doing a reverse Barbie movie. We're gonna start in the real world, and then we're gonna try to get back to Barbie Land, which is Castle Grayskull.
Eternia,
right? We're doing a reverse Barbie, and then you get a big speech at the end about how important men are, which is reverse Barbie. Very reverse.
Well, it's
Barbie.
not about how important men are. It's how important it is for a man to be sympathetic, empathetic.
Can I make my jokes?
No. I like this movie too much to let you joke about it. No.
Yeah,
I didn't know, because if nobody's seen the movie and you said that kind of straight-faced.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, it's not actually about. No, they have a very nice, endearing speech about how being a man is not just about being masculine. However, I will say it feels very much like a reverse Barbie movie crossed with Guardians of the Galaxy crossed with Star Wars.
Oh, 100%. And I think maybe that's why I liked it.
Take it away, Odie.
Full spoilers, because we're not going to talk about it long. I don't have much to say.
No.
Well, that's not true. I have a lot I could say.
Who's your favorite character?
None of it is worth saying. Man-at-Arms. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Man of Arms is Idris Elba is one of my favorite.
Great.
He's part of the reason I wanted to go see it a second time.
Yeah.
Like,
all right.
Truly, I think him and Nicholas Galetzi is fantastic as He-Man. Great fucking choice all around.
I liked Alison Brie. I thought she was great.
As Evil Lynn. And look,
she's so great. Everything she does in the movie is just like, mwah. And it's comedic. You know, it's fun and like
perfect
cheeky.
in that role.
You know who she really made me think of? She had big Yzma vibes. And you know I love Emperor's New Groove.
That's a good
big
point.
Yzma vibes, yeah.
And
I was like, is this her audition for live-action Yzma? Who actually should be played by Keke Palmer. But anyway, keep going.
Sure, but Keke Palmer needs to wait like 30 years.
Hold on!
The only thing I will say about this, the thing I was most concerned about was Jared Leto's Skeletor. And look.
And then it's fine.
Because you can't tell it's him, you can't see it's him, you can't hear that it's him, and I tried to pretend like I didn't know it was him. I think his voice is generic, deep, evil guy enough that you could have told me this was a voice actor and somebody did the mocap, like Andy Serkis did the mocap, and I would have been like, yeah.
He's my least favorite part of the film, but yeah.
Well, I don't disagree with that. Like, I think here's the problem with Skeletor in this movie. He's the worst. He's not the worst part of it, but Jared Leto definitely sinks it for me. He's got some really good lines. Like, his dialogue is really well written. He's got a
couple good lines.
Yeah.
They took a character who's like fucking silly and just always yelling at his minions to go do things, and then when he gets a chance to do something, he just runs away. Okay? They took that character and they made him this big, menacing, like,
muscle bound.
Yeah.
And
which
his
to
voice
me, I was
should
like,
have been cackier.
Right. What are we doing? Yeah.
You should have gotten somebody that
cacklier.
Yeah, that could have done that or whatever he does. So besides Skeletor, because whatever.
He's got no nose. Why would he have a normal voice with no nose? He's just got a nose socket. That's very nasally. You got to go, meh.
Yeah.
Gilbert Gottfried.
100%.
Problem solved.
I think
Steve Buscemi. Problem solved. Yep.
Will Forte.
Problem solved. All
right. I really like
You're
this.
welcome.
I think here's a quick speed run of things that are good. I've been listening to the soundtrack for the last few days. It's incredible.
Soundtrack's dope.
Really, really good. I think it all looks really good. I think that this movie it looks good. Like, the effects are good.
They did a good job taking what was originally just like a streaming panel in a Hanna-Barbera style cartoon of like pink and other colors and like twinkles, and they turned it into a really cool like 3D experience. So
yeah, there's a lot of parts of
the CGI there was sick. Yeah,
and the parts that don't look like super polished feel like they're supposed to kind of look the way they do, like zooming through the castles and like pulling out and stuff.
I agree.
I think the dialogue in a lot of spots kind of is fine, and in other spots pretty clunky. Specifically, I found the dialogue between Tila and her dad the most hard to get behind, because like I get it and I want to root for it, but it just feels so forced in the way that she does it. Like, she just tells him to shut up all the time. And like, I would have liked to have seen something between them that shows why she's upset with him, rather than her just telling us that she's upset with him, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that just overall, it's got a really good message about what it means to be a man. There's a really good message about like some father-son stuff in here that I thought was really good. But my favorite thing, Kevin, and I wrote all these down during my second screening, is something that I like to call He-Man Star Wars ?
It is Star Wars.
So here are some of the things that I noticed that
you're correct
are similarities in either the scene or the things going on or whatever. I'm not saying that they ripped this off or anything. They could have been inspired, or it's just a coinky-dink.
Go ahead.
So at one point, we get an action bit where a bunch of spaceships, like little speeder thingies, are chasing our good guys through a forest of giant trees. Very Episode 6 speeder bike vibes in that one.
100%.
Taking down speeders with your own fists, that's something that happens, you know, like Luke and Han shoot people off of them. It's very similar.
Yep.
You
very much an Endor type moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
You get a Rebel Hoth-style base before Darth Vader, a.k.a. Skeleton, comes and invades looking for something.
Yep.
The whole rebellion as a whole, that this empire took over, and now these are the few heroes that are left to stand against him.
They're fighting. They're fighting hard.
And the in-battle very much feels like Trench Run, Death Star, everybody doing their part kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, a lot of it felt, and then a lot of like the banter and the way that the team comes together felt very Guardians of the Galaxy. Like people are just like exasperated with them. They're like, oh, these fucking guys.
And then there was
there was a lot of stuff in it that just felt like kind of like phoned in a little bit, but ultimately it's a good movie. It's fun.
And here's the 2 lines of dialogue, Kevin, that stood out to me the most, that I had to write them down because I thought one was super funny and one was really clever. When Roboto, voiced by Kristen Wiig, by the way, great get.
Yep.
Spoiler alert, dies, but then comes back like 10 minutes later. Or she doesn't really die, I guess. Her head stays powered on.
Yep.
Duncan tells her, "Don't you go dying on me," and she responds with, "Life is a series of absurdities leading to infinite nothingness."
Yep.
And I love that just coming from a robot.
That's what Roboto would say.
And then Skeletor. This was probably my favorite line from Skeletor. He calls He-Man muscle-bound milquetoast, and that's just phenomenal.
That was good.
That's so good.
I like when we got the first introduction of Evelyn and Skeletor, and like Skeletor does his laugh, and then nobody's laughing with him, and he's like, "I'm done," and I was like, "Oh,
when
this
I raise
is very
my
Doctor."
fist, I'm done.
It's very Dr. Evil-y, you know. Yeah, big Dr. Evil vibes, like Austin Powers style. But I loved just Alison Brie's fucking like it's. She played Evelyn so well where, like, I'm like, is she in it? Like, is she committed or no?
She's so
Because, like,
committed.
some scenes she's not, though. Some scenes she's taken aback by what's going on. You know, like, I loved the way that she, like, decided to play Evelyn in each of the scenes. I will also say I loved that a lot of people, or a lot of the characters, got their moment to shine. Right?
Even the side characters like Fisto and Ram Man.
Ram Man, you knew Ram Man was going to get his moment to
I
shine.
liked him from the beginning.
As soon as they showed the drawing of Ram Man, I'm like, well, he's going to get a moment for sure. But yeah, no, Fisto, Ram Man, Man-at-Arms, Roboto, the neck guy, I forget his fucking name. Mecha Neck. Oh, my God.
The tiger.
Every single person, even He-Man's dad gets a moment.
Yeah, I liked his moment in the beginning.
Yep. So all of that was very good, and I actually liked the beginning. Had a ton of action.
I liked it.
Like you get dropped right into it. So I did like all of that. Yeah, and that's it. I liked a lot of it, and I thought it was good, and left the movie and was like, hey, great. Now I've got some popcorn and I've got a Skeletor cup.
Part of it is I had a mix of very low to no expectations for this movie and was blown away with how much I enjoyed it. And I think that happened to me last year too, where there was a movie I had zero expectations for, went into and was like, this is fucking incredible. I love it.
I love when that happens. That's a great thing to have happen. What else you got? Final thoughts? Anything on He-Man?
That's all
or
my
can
thoughts.
We move on to Obsession?
I think it's worth seeing. For sure.
I agree. Go see it. Go see it in theaters.
I'm going to grab a drink while you
Don't
talk about
this
Obsession.
At home. Okay. I'm eating popcorn. You're grabbing a drink. We're the rudest podcast hosts ever. If you would like to tell us how rude we are on a week-to-week basis to your ears, please feel free to email mysecretpoweris@gmail.com. But don't talk to me about the popcorn eating. This is delicious, and I regret nothing.
Drink rat piss.
Drink rat piss. So, Obsession came out a month ago.
4 weeks ago?
I want to say. At this
This
point.
was its fourth weekend.
Yeah. It came out a month ago.
It broke a record that was held by Michael Moore for 25 years.
Yeah. So, it was on our radar. We talked about it last year when the trailer came out. Both of us were like, oh, yeah, we're looking forward to seeing that. I wonder how it's going to be. And then the first week went by, and I was like, oh, I didn't catch it. But, yeah, I'll catch it eventually. Like, it seems good. The trailers look good. They look creepy. Cool. It has almost like an It Follows vibe in the trailer. And then week 2 goes by, and, like, I start hearing stuff about it. Like, people are like, this is a really good horror movie. And we saw... What did we see? Oh, the third week it was out, we saw Backrooms and didn't see Obsession.
And
Mandalorian
at one point.
See Obsession. Yeah. So we saw Mandalorian and Backrooms, which were arguably big releases. Backrooms also
fun,
done by someone who got their fame on like TikTok, YouTube, in that space. And then I remember like that the week we were going to see Backrooms, I'm like, should we just go see Obsession? And Odie was like, we're committed to Backrooms. We told the audience we have to go see Backrooms.
We're not rude. We're committed.
The following week, I was like, okay, I have Thursday night free. I'm going to go see Obsession. I had a friend asking me to go see it for like a couple weeks anyway. And I went and saw it, and I didn't rewatch the trailer. I kind of went in with like the loose knowledge of like what's going to happen, right? Just based on what I had seen at that point months ago, or like the last time I saw the trailer in theaters. And I was blown away. This movie is great.
Yeah, this movie is, I think, and I was just trying to find my list. I haven't updated my list since February of what movies I've seen this year. And I was just quickly looking at it. And this is probably the best movie of the year so far.
I don't know. Bone Temple was pretty sick.
I was going to say Bone Temple is the only competition that it has with me. Well,
horror movies are like crushing it this year.
I know what it is. My top 3 would be Bone Temple, Obsession, Iron Lung this year so far.
2 YouTuber movies.
3. Oh, no. Sorry. I was like, Backrooms. Duh. No.
Yeah, but that's not on your list.
Yeah,
I would say Obsession is in my top 10, possibly top 5. We'll see how the year shakes out.
There's a lot of epics still. We got Odyssey, Dune 3, a couple other big ones I'm looking forward to, like Clayface, and so we'll see.
I agree. Getting into this, if you haven't seen it already, go see it. Normally we just do spoilers and then talk about it. I don't listen to me. Go see the movie. Pause the podcast. If you haven't seen it yet, pause the podcast.
Do yourself
go see
a
the movie,
favor.
come back, then talk to us about it. Yep. And by talk to us, I mean we're going to talk to you, and you can just respond out loud on the bus
in your
or the
iPod.
train
You
or
can
wherever
go,
you are. Yeah. And everyone around you can think that you're a psychopath or on a really weird business call. But moving on from this point forward, full spoilers. This movie was absolutely amazing. Has nothing to do with what the overt premise and plot is, and everything to do with how women are treated and perceived in the world. And it's fucking incredible that all of that, much like how Barbarian was about like how the suburbs are actually the perfect place for someone to hide their violent nature, this movie, I was like, oh my God, we are just horrible to women. And that's what this movie is about. To give you a quick plot rundown, if you're still here, you're listening, you haven't gone to see it yet, go see it. But plot rundown, we got this this guy, I forget his name, Bear. We got Bear. Bear likes a girl. Her name's Nikki. And then Bear is he's talking to his friend about how to tell her, and there's another girl, Sarah, who works at the store. I forget Bear's friend's name.
Ian.
It's like Bryce or something or whatever.
Ian.
What? Ian. So Ian's trying to coach him on how to talk to Nikki, but telling him not to do it. And then there's this other girl, Sarah, and they all go to trivia all the time. And then Nikki reveals to Bear as he drives her home from trivia, hey, I think I'm going to quit the job that we all work at where you've got your crush on me and have access to me, and I'm going to go do something that I really want to do and chase my dreams. And Bear is like, well, that's not acceptable. I bought this one Wish Willow earlier from a weird store down the road. I'm going to make a wish that you love me more than anybody in the fucking world. And he snaps it, and the movie takes an immediate violent turn. Yep. And the movie takes an immediate violent turn into absolutely fucking creepy, and it does not stop. Yeah, and I love that more than anything else. I love that the moment he snaps it, it's just, here we go.
What I think one of my favorite parts about this movie, besides the incredible numerous messages layered and themes layered throughout, but the way that it utilizes the horror elements or horror movie textbook, the way it utilizes dark corners, camera movements, body movements, sound design, music designed, the way that it goes from really quiet to really loud, everything about this movie from when he snaps the one Wish Willow on is textbook A+ S tier horror movie making.
Which is great because the beginning of the movie is all the setup. There's nothing too creepy happening.
Normal.
It's just like it's a little bit awkward, but very
His
normal.
His cat dies.
The moment he snaps it, we're in horror mode.
Yeah.
And I could go on and on forever, but like ultimately, I agree with you. Textbook use of shadows, like the use of shadows where like her face is barely visible, but visible enough, and you're like, is that a human face? Is that like are we getting like the entity's face? Because like it's revealed in this movie that his wish has replaced Nikki with an entity that now loves him more than anything else in the world.
It's just using her body. And
some people are saying this is his cat, which is another level. Yeah, right? But like, I don't want to say immediately no to that, but it makes sense, but also maybe not. But regardless of whatever the entity is, and you can debate on it on your own, or email us at mysecretpoweris@gmail.com. But like, whatever the entity is, it loves him more than anybody else in the fucking world. And not only that, it like we get like the montage of when everything's okay, which is the beginning of a relationship, right?
Yeah.
So we get the montage of everything being okay and them spending all their time together and people getting relatively sick of it pretty quickly. And then we get into the horror element, like the real horror elements, when they're at dinner, and for the first time, he gives a little bit of pushback on her. You know, like Ian calls up and he's like, "Hey, dude, this is really weird. We think she's in a bad mental space. Like, I really need to talk to you about this."
Well, then in that conversation, he also says, Sarah, the girl who likes Bear, he's like, Sarah told me that Nikki was friend zoning you.
Yeah.
So, because there's a little bit of an element there as well.
You know what? Here's a good way to proceed with this. Here's some questions for you that I don't have fully answered in my head, and I don't think I'm going to fully answer them. Do you think when Nikki said, because like they have this confrontation before he snaps the one wish willow, she goes, "If you have feelings for me, now's the time to say it." What do you think? How do you think that would have played out had he admitted his feelings? Do you think she would have been like, "Oh, well, I actually do like you," or do you think she would have been like, "Oh no, I don't see you that way, and thank you for telling me you're a really great friend"?
Okay, so I actually have a thought about that whole scene.
Okay.
So if you'll allow me to build up to answering that question, because I've thought about this.
Please do.
In the very beginning of the movie, when Bear is practicing how to tell Nikki that he has feelings, his friend Ian says, playfully tease her and call her Freaky Nikki, because that was what she was called in high school. And he goes, "No, she doesn't like to be called that." And he's like, "Yeah, but if you do it playfully." Then, when she's walking away after he drops her off, he goes, "Good night," or "Have a good night, Freaky Nikki." And she stops, comes back to the car, and goes, "I don't like being called that. Why'd you call me that?" And he's like, "Oh, sorry, like I shouldn't have." And she's like, "I don't like that." And then that's when she goes, "If you have feelings for me, you need to tell me. Like, this is the time to tell me." That's the build up to it. And so my thought about that was the reveal later that Ian has been sleeping with Nikki for 2 years. His friend,
way later,
the friend who was telling him not to say it. He gave him that advice. So that makes me think that he's done that with Nikki before. And when Bear said it, she was like, Ian told him to say that. And I think the conversation was going to go, "If you have feelings for me, now's the time to tell me." Him say yes, and she go, "Listen, I don't think of you that way. I've actually been seeing Ian." I think she would have said something like that.
Yeah.
So
I think so too. I'm leaning that way, but I like that we never find out. Do you think that the entity was pushing its limits and seeing what it could get away with? Or do you think that Bear giving it pushback for the first time kind of snapped it into a more negative space?
At the restaurant?
Yeah. Do you think it was more like incrementally the entity was... Yeah.
Yeah, that, by the way, like, chilling and embarrassing at the same time, because she just, like, starts screaming no over and over, and it stands up and, like, starts, like wailing.
You feel so weird about it. Yeah.
I think that the entity, like the thing that was supposed to love him more than anything in the world, because he loves him so much that she won't even go to the bathroom. She'll stand in one spot and wait for him to come home. I think that the more Bear pushed back, the harder it tried. I think it was like because I feel, yeah, that's kind of what I thought from it. Like, the more he pushed back, the more it fed it to do what it was doing in a way.
Yeah.
Because it needed to satisfy that. And the more he pushed back, the less it was satisfying that. So the harder it needed to try.
Yep.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. And the entity has a really weird obsession with the cat, by the way, which is why when somebody was like, oh, maybe it is the cat, I'm like, oh,
okay,
maybe it is
I have a
the
question for you.
cat.
Because
yeah.
there's 2 scenes that involve the cat. So he comes home from work or something, and his cat's dead. And I was like, that's sad. Because it got into some medication that will come back later on. And he puts it in a trash bag and like takes it out. And then when Nikki stays over the next night, the next morning she brings it out and makes like a little memorial. And he's like, you can't do that. And then she makes the cat into his sandwich that same day.
And he's like, you can't do that either.
Why do you think that it started with that? And then slowly built to be like, because it feels like that's a pretty strong start, don't you?
Yeah,
which is why I'm like, maybe that theory about the cat thing
makes sense.
Because if the cat died, maybe it's like, hey, don't forget about me.
Yeah,
you know,
no, 100%. So I really like I like how that played out. I don't have an answer for that. Some of the things that I really, really, really appreciate about this movie.
Oh wait, I have another question for you.
Yeah.
Actually, because you asked me a couple, let me ask you a couple.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
What do you think was causing Nikki, it only happens a couple times, to snap, like get control momentarily? Because there's a couple times where she's like kissing Bear and like snaps back and freaks out and then immediately goes back to being, you know, the other version of Nikki.
I think that's part of the wish. Like, I think the wish is imperfect in itself, right? And so, like, and like Bear even like calls this hotline, and the guy's like, oh yeah, what'd you wish for? Oh yeah, you're fucked. Like, you know, like, and then he's like, do you want to hear her? And there's like screams in the background, and it's very obviously Nikki's voice.
Yeah,
I think she's being tormented wherever she is. And then there are these moments where, like, she's seeking escape, and the place that she would escape is back into her own body. And so that happens, like, a couple times she kind of just, like, seemingly overpowers whatever this entity is and, like, takes its place, right? And it's usually in a moment where the entity has, like, lowered its guard or is, like, emotionally weakened, right? Or sleeping, even. So
the
it's
sleeping
like in these
one
moments,
was incredible.
Yeah, so it's in these moments where it's, like, vulnerable, right? But she doesn't have a couple times she has full control, sometimes she doesn't, and I think that's just like she's getting like snapped in there, right? And like, or no, the one time that she's laying in the bed, which we should talk about, but like when she's laying in the bed and she freaks out, or not freaks out, she's like being very still. She's like, I don't want to wake it up.
She's like, kill me. She literally tells Bear to kill her.
Yeah. This moment is the pivotal moment of the film. And
I have
think
thoughts
this is the
about
moment
this that I
that's
want to talk
making
about.
people hate Bear as a character and be like, he's the villain.
Because
like,
he is the villain.
Bad guy, which he is. He did a selfish thing. And then when given the moment to actually like redeem himself and be not selfish, he goes, would it be so bad being with me?
Why is it so bad being with me? Yeah, like...
Why do you think it would be so bad being with me? And she goes, I've never been with you. And I was like, that's fucking heavy.
Okay,
wow.
That moment is where I was like, wow, he literally threw like some sexual assault, some RAPE up in here, like, and it works and it hits and it's executed so well that the people that are upset by it and think that Bear is the victim and she is the villain are exactly the kind of people that this movie is talking about when it comes to Bear.
Yeah, you're wrong. If you think Bear's the victim, you're wrong. You're not watching the movie right. I know art is subjective, but shut the fuck up. Hey, if you think Bear's the victim, good news. It's Pride Month. You can come out whenever you want.
So I saw one comment, and it just made me laugh. But somebody commented on a short about obsession. This is why I'm choosing to stay single. And it's just like, oh, bro.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's why. You didn't get turned down at your fucking bowling league last week. Got it. Yeah, okay. Great job.
Yeah, that scene, though.
Oh, you didn't get the girlfriend that you wanted from your ultimate Frisbee shit? No. Oh, yeah? Oh,
Fuck
sorry,
off.
that girl you've been simping on turned you down? Yeah, all right. But this is why you're staying single. Got it.
But that scene where she's asleep and she talks, that scene gave me chills, dude. Like, chills.
Great. The scene that freaked me out the most, because I did not know what the fuck was going to happen, and then nothing seemingly happened, was the scene with the fucking flower vase. Where she's covering her face. I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, stop it now. Like, I was waiting for like a face reveal of like the entity, and I was like, why are we doing this? Why? No. This could go so many ways. She could throw it at him. I don't know. Like, and that's the best part about this movie. It just made me uneasy.
It's disturbing.
You know, like everything that's happening. Yeah, I'm just unsettled by everything going on. And then I would say probably the best scene in the whole fucking film is finally Sarah is able to get Bear out of the house. Also, I gotta say, duct taping the door,
insane.
First, here's my only. I did not even think this while watching the movie, but I thought about it afterwards. I was like, did she go buy the duct tape, or did he have that much duct tape?
It was his grandma's house, so maybe.
Grandmas
love duct tape.
Like, there's so much fun. That's so, like, when I saw it, I was like, that's an insane amount. That's at least 5 rolls of duct tape.
Yeah, it's a fuck ton.
Because she ducts tape. She's like, oh, well, good luck at work. And then he's like, I can't get the door. I'm having trouble getting the door open. And she's like, you should just stay. And
he's like, no, I got it.
No, I gotta go. No, the scene that I love the most, Sarah finally gets Bear out into her car, and we get the first nice interaction that we've had in a while. And it's Bear and Sarah, and the entire fucking time
something's happening.
Here it comes. Here it comes. But really, hats off to everybody involved, like the actors, to Curry Barker. That scene itself is like the pinnacle scene of that movie for me, because you know it's coming. You know it's going to go bad. Everything's been going wrong. But they pull that scene on long enough, just long enough to make you go,
maybe not.
Maybe. And then Nikki fucking comes running out of like the back right corner of the screen, which is where villains make their entrance from theatrically, by the way. Like all bad things start there. And she runs into the screen and just slams a brick through the window and bashes Sarah's face into nothingness. Like into straight poultice. And that to me was like the penultimate horror scene of the movie. I'm like, that's like, it had nothing like that happened, I would have been like, yeah, it's kind of more of a thriller, a little bit of a psychological thriller. No, that was straight horror. That was absolutely terrifying. And then she like dresses her up and tries to dress up as her, and like, so poorly drawing tattoos.
That's the scene that I thought was the creepiest, when he comes home, because she kills Sarah and she goes, go home, I'll take care of this. And he's like, okay. And then he gets home, and that's when he calls the hotline and is like, how can I undo this wish? Also, I had another question for you.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, maybe I just wasn't, my hearing was off. The guy on the phone kind of sounded like Bear.
Maybe it was.
I'm wondering if like he called himself.
Maybe it's an entity version of him. I don't know.
You know?
So he...
And then he goes inside. And...
Well, he gets a one-wish willow and brings it... He comes home to her doing this after he's gone to Ian's house.
Yeah.
And he goes to Ian, and he's like, in complete desperation, he's just like, hey, dude, I've made a wish, and she loves me, and I know it sounds ridiculous, but, like, you got to make this wish, and you got to wish I never made a wish. He's like, that has to be your one wish. And then Ian does probably the most relatable thing I think anybody does.
I wish I had $1 billion.
Because I wish I had $1 billion, because he doesn't believe him, and then immediately it's raining $1 billion. And that, to me... The despair on his face as the money's falling, but not on him, and then the disbelief on Ian's face as the money's falling on him was also just another beautiful shot. Like, very specifically, none of the money is hitting Bear, right? And so, like, it just shows you, like, what these characters are, what they care about, what they stand for, who they are deep down. And then immediately we go into the scene where he comes home and Sarah has been kind of tied up to a chair,
like put on display
in a weird way.
But this was the moment that I thought was like this, and when she was in the bedroom in the corner smiling, I thought were like the two creepy moments, because he's staring at Sarah's body, and in the background you just see her move very like just creepy, like she's just being creepy,
so creepy. And then we see that Nikki has like put on so much fucking makeup, so that she can appear like Sarah. And fucking Ian bursts in the door and is like, dude, I just won I've got $1 billion. What do you want to do? And
bam!
Nikki immediately shoots him.
In
and
the head.
I fucking love this.
That was
just
perfect.
Immediately.
Yeah. Okay. So then this okay, there's two things I actually want to say about what we just talked about. One, when Ian makes the wish and it rains money, one thing that I think this movie does so fucking well is be like, hey, yeah, magic, this is real. And it doesn't need to explain it. It doesn't make you think about it. You don't think about it. You like the guy at the store when he goes back to buy more is like, I made my wish. It's like, oh yeah, okay. And I bring this up because his next movie is about a pair of paranormal like YouTubers that actually encounter a terrible like entity. So like, and it's set in the same universe as this. So like this thing
It's
exists.
gonna be Bear. It's gonna be Bear.
It's gonna be Bear. But yeah, so I love that. I just wanted to shout out the way that they just like made it feel so like, yeah, this is a thing. Like you don't think about it too much. You don't need to.
Also, I love that he's doing paranormal YouTubers for his next movie. Like,
that's
awesome,
sick,
dude.
But then the other thing that I liked is the way that the movie ends, and it's kind of one last message. So he's told on the hotline that the wish ends one of two ways. She dies, you die. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So after he sees Sarah's body, he's like, hey, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Then it just cuts to her banging on the door and him inside.
Such a good hard cut.
Just incredible. And he takes a bunch of pills to overdose. And as he's trying to make himself vomit, you hear...
Because he's selfish.
Of course. 100%. Good to mention that, because then you hear the snap of a one-wish willow.
Yep.
And he comes out, and it's clear that she wished for him to love her more than anything in the world or whatever. And then he dies.
Yep, because he wasn't able to make himself throw up.
And she snaps out of it, starts screaming.
Yep.
But what I loved about that is it's one last message that in most cases when there's sexual assault or a victim, the man gets the easy way out, because in the end he still got the easy way out, because you know what's going to happen next? She's going to jail.
She has to deal with all of that shit.
She's going to jail for triple murder.
Yep.
Like, her life is ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just another great message, because even not, and yes, like he dies, but like people like Brock Turner got off easy after being a terrible person because the judge didn't want to ruin his life. Men always get off easier. And so I love that last little message is like that as well.
Yep. I'm going to end this with a fun little tidbit. Somebody posted a short meme, and it was like Sarah's dad at work the next day. And it's just a guy going, where is everybody?
Oh, he lost everything.
Everybody's gone,
dude.
They're all like all of his employees, including his daughter, who just got accepted to college, is gone.
He's somebody's late. He was somebody's late night host, like assistant. Andy Rickman. He was like
Andy Richter for Conan O'Brien. Yes,
Conan O'Brien. Thank you.
He had his own show called Andy Richter Rules the Universe.
Oh, cool. Good for him.
Yeah. Anyway, Andy Richter, small role, but did a great job.
Yeah.
But genuinely, it was really funny because you don't think about that because you're thinking about all of this like crazy messaging that's going on and stuff. And then somebody was just like, yeah, I bet Sarah's dad is like wondering what the fuck's going on the next day.
Yeah, he's going to go to Bear's house and it's going to be rough.
It's going to be an awkward moment for him. All in all, great movie, great messaging.
Yeah.
One of the best movies of the year for sure. Curry Barker, it's his first film. I think we're at over 180 million.
Oh no, it's approaching 300.
Okay. We're approaching 300 million on a movie that cost 750,000.
So I actually have the numbers. It was 750,000 to make. It was picked up for $15 million, and now it's almost about to hit 300.
Insane.
So it just needed to make about 15 to break even, and it it made a lot more.
It made a lot
20
more.
times more.
This movie is sensational. It's a moment that it has culminated because I think a lot of this movie does a lot of things that we ask for on this podcast, kind of like to the void on a weekly basis. First off, I didn't know any of the actors in it. That was great. That was so refreshing.
You know how I recognize Nikki?
How?
She was in a really bad Dave Bautista movie I saw last year on my Endeavor. It was a movie called Trap House. It was fucking awful, and she was the villain's daughter.
So here's the actors. We're not in A-list celebrity land, which makes the movie-making process fucking cheaper.
Oh, it makes this so much better, too.
Yeah. We've got a great director who knows how to use a camera, who knows how to use minimal setup. All in all, even though I would say this is a high concept film, it's a very low concept film insofar as the interactions go.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Because there's not crazy magic. There's no CGI happening all over the place. The magic is literally a sound effect after you snap the twig. That's it, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then, one scene, it was raining money, but you can't even see that it's money. It's just rolls, you know?
Yeah.
So, there's very little CGI in this film. And all of the scenes are just incredibly drawn out and well acted. And the use of light and shadow in this film does most of the work.
Yeah. It's really good.
It's phenomenal.
Worth seeing.
Go see it.
Check it out.
If you stayed and you listened to us and you didn't pause the podcast and go see it, you fucked up. But now go see it.
Yeah, you did, because we spoiled everything.
Yeah, we did. What are we watching this week? What's coming out this week? What the fuck is it?
Oh, well, for one, it's my birthday week. 2.
Oh, it is your birthday week.
Happy Disclosure
birthday.
Day from Steven Spielberg comes out this week, and we don't have to talk
what day
about
is
it.
your birthday?
I don't know.
Shut up. What day is your birthday?
I don't like to tell people.
Is it today?
No.
Oh.
It's, in 3 days.
Okay.
Because nobody knows when we record these.
Your birthday's the day after Andrew's birthday.
Oh.
Yep. Cool. All right.
But Disclosure Day, but we don't have to talk about that, but I'm going to see it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's coming out this week.
Yeah. It's apparently really good. His best movie since Jurassic Park.
I've heard it's really good. It's Steven Spielberg. So we're gonna go talk about that. What's your jam this week, Odie? What do you got for jams?
I haven't really watched much because I was too busy watching He-Man twice. By the way, I also did an AMC. I did a survey because sometimes at AMC they'll have guys out there that'll be like, "Hey, do you have time for a 5-minute survey? Get a $5 gift card." Always say yes. By the way, that makes a large drink $2. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Answer some questions for $2. Yes.
Yep.
Or for a $2 drink. And he was like, "What are you here to see?" And I was like, He-Man for the second time. I was proud of that fact.
Hell yeah.
So I watched 2 more episodes of Spider Noir in black and white. So far, so good. I mean, I'm liking it.
It's better in black and white.
I like it in black and white. Yeah, the true color looks a little off to me. Black and white, definitely the way to go. I think I will watch the show again in color at some point. But yeah, that's really all. I haven't really listened to a lot of new music. Yeah, I think that's really my only. I think that's my only jam, honestly, man. It's just Spider Noir, and then Vox Machina season 4 came out. First 3 episodes. Yeah. That's my fucking jam. That show's incredible. I love that show. Season 3, I think you have to push through a little bit. I think the first 2 seasons are great, and this 4th season started off incredible. Okay. Really, really good.
Season 3's got all the Fae stuff and the Raven Queen and all that.
It's the Chroma Conclave,
all the side quests are happening all at once, and it kind of got a little jumbled for a moment.
It is, but if you can get through that, I think season 4 sets up a really cool premise.
I might just do a TLDR on season 3 and read up on it, or
do a YouTube recap that's 5 minutes.
Yeah,
totally.
Do a YouTube. Yeah, and for anybody who doesn't understand what YouTube is for, that's what YouTube's for.
Well,
I don't want to watch an entire season of something. Give me the fucking recap in 5 minutes, please, YouTuber friends. More of that, please. More magnum opuses.
Yeah, 10-minute video reviews of movies. That's what we want.
my YouTube algorithm is lore, like video game and game lore, and then like summaries of movies and things like, or breakdowns of scenes, like analyses.
Yeah.
My jams this week, I got 3 for you.
Vince Staples.
First off, it was our good friend Izanagi's birthday last week. And on their birthday, they released the Oops EP. Izanagi released a Redux EP before releasing the Oops EP, and I gotta say the Oops EP is just as good as the Redux. And it's literally called Oops. I highly recommend checking it out, especially if you're a fan of like Polyphia or Periphery or some other band that starts with P that's a progressive post-hardcore, mostly guitar instrumental band. Bulb or Pliny. Or
can you name more?
Why are there so many with
abstract?
P's?
Like, can you name more bands that people don't know?
Yes, I could, absolutely. I could totally keep going. Ichikanito or Marcin or, yeah, don't test me.
I wasn't, but okay.
So, Izanagi is phenomenal. Love their EP. Mocha, MXKA, Mocha, a.k.a. Mocha Mami, released Exclusiva, which is a primarily Latin-based R&B album. She represents herself as Blaxicana and has a wonderful, wonderful style. And last but not least, certainly not least, actually might end up being like album of the year for me, Vince Staples released the album Crybaby. On the cover of this, it's a red cover, much like a MAGA hat, and it has Donald Trump as a baby in an American flag diaper crying. That's it.
Incredible.
That's the only thing on the album. The album itself is a journey through America, but more so a critique of America through the eyes of Vince Staples, and I fucking love it. Let me paint a picture for you. It's Sunday morning. I'm making coffee. The song Go Go Gorilla is playing in the background, and my nephew is sitting on the counter, swinging his feet, clapping his hands, listening to it, and I'm laughing and chanting Go Go Gorilla, and I'm so glad that that is the culture that I'm going to be passing on to that young man. Vince Staples is phenomenal.
Incredible.
This album's killer. I cannot recommend it enough. The song Cotton is probably my favorite song off the album. You can tell just by the titles of the songs. Black Marmalade,
yeah.
Go Go Gorilla, TV Guide, Cotton. Like, these are songs that are making fun of and also analyzing America.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Did you listen to it yet?
Not yet, but it's on my list.
I suggest you listen to it.
I will definitely check it out.
I highly suggest it. You know what it feels like? It feels like a Gorillaz album. Like, it feels like Vince Staples did a Gorillaz album. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know how the Gorillaz will have, like, guitar, and it'll be kind of like indie, but a little bit like alt-rock guitar kind of stuff going on. He's got a live band throughout the whole album. There's, like, random clips of, like, radio and TV stuff going on. And then, like, the songs in between don't really have, like, crazy hooks, you know? Like, they're more like minimalist chants than they are crazy hooks. So just really unique, really phenomenal. I hope it, like, gets nominated for a Grammy. It's so good.
Incredible. I'm excited for the Grammys this year.
Those are my jams. I've got a last thing that I have to do because it was Tony weekend for all of my theater friends. We keep talking about my theater.
Not your theater. I specifically said not your theater, actually.
A good friend of the podcast, my theater daughter, Abby, has written Tony notes. Yay, Queen Jean. I don't know who that is, but Queen Jean is first openly first openly trans person to win a Tony.
Woo. And I saw that news. I did see that news.
One for best costumes in a musical. Cats won best choreo, not the movie. Let's go, Allie Lewis. She won Best Actor in a featured role for a musical for Lost Boys. Ragtime crushed it. Got Best Revival. What else we got? Casey Levy as Best Leading Actress in a Musical. Joshua Henry got Best Leading Actor in a Musical for Ragtime. Schmigadoon, which was originally, I believe, a show on Apple TV starring Keegan-Michael Key.
It sounds familiar.
So it's a musical that makes fun of musicals, specifically through the lens of Schmigadoon, which is a direct play on a musical called Brigadoon that I was in a few years ago. Two Strangers getting no wins was sad. I don't know anything about that. Liberation won Best Play. Good job, Liberation. I don't know what that is, but I'll look up it. And then no wins for Rocky Horror despite 9 nominations. So that's our news from the Tonys. Thank you, Abby, for writing in and keeping us cultured here at the UnPop Podcast. Otherwise, it would just be nonsense in movies all the time.
Well, it pretty much is, because you said on one of those, you're like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, on all of those except for, like, Cats. I didn't know what those were.
I mean, I knew a lot of it.
I'm happy
Joshua
to be
Henry,
educated.
I specifically knew. Joshua Henry's a phenomenal actor, excellent singer, highly like Joshua Henry's someone who I could see being in like really big movies years from now, and us being like, oh, hey, it's Joshua Henry again. Yeah, and Schmigadoon, like, if you're someone who is like okay with musicals but really thinks they're kind of corny, watch Schmigadoon.
Okay.
Like, just go watch it. It's
Why not?
fucking hilarious. Yeah. That's it. That's all we got. Let's wrap it up. We're going to watch fucking Disclosure Day this week. We're basically it's E.T. all over again, but empathy is more prevalent.
I think it's a little bit more than
something.
That.
It's very E.T. coded.
We'll find out.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for listening to another episode of the UnPop Podcast. Thank you for weathering this absurd existence with us. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about our mental health, subpoenas, or you would like us to podcast live at your every time I say subpoenas, I put the emphasis on the subpoenas. You know what I mean?
I've noticed that.
Subpoenas, or I'm like welcoming court cases. Or if you would like us to podcast live at your funeral, please email mysecretpoweris@gmail.com. Art by FrankAce. Music by moi in the theater. See you next week.
See you next week.